Beneath the surface of everyday life, there's a hidden web connecting everything. As a child, I noticed how a single word could shift the mood of an entire room. Others saw arguments. I saw the ripple of unspoken tensions and histories. This way of seeing, of sensing the invisible patterns, has always been with me. It's not magic, just a focus on what lies beneath the obvious. When friends share problems, I see the bigger forces at play: pressures, histories, trends. It's a perspective that can feel isolating, like watching a 3D movie while others see only a flat screen. Explaining these connections is hard. The language often falls short. Over time, I realized this wasn't a flaw but a different way of being. My mind is wired to connect, to find meaning between the lines. I'm not just an observer, I'm mapping the hidden landscapes that shape our reality. With this understanding comes a sense of purpose. The unseen threads aren't just background, they're the structure of our lives. CarlJung called this way of thinking introverted intuition. It's a mind that quietly scans for patterns and possibilities, piecing together fragments into a bigger picture. As an introvert and intuitive, my energy turns inward, focusing on the abstract and the possible. A news story isn't just a headline, it connects to history, people, and global trends in my mind. These connections appear instantly, not through logic but intuition. The challenge? Insights arrive without clear evidence, making them hard to explain. How do you know? People ask. I just see it. In a world that values proof, this can feel like speaking a different language. So I search for evidence to support my intuition, learning to trust my inner vision while grounding it in reality. It's a delicate balance, believing in what I see, even if I'm the only one who sees it. Living this way means constantly bridging the gap between inner insight and the outside world. Seeing patterns before others do can be lonely, a Cassandra burden. You sense cracks in systems, but without proof, your warnings sound like pessimism. It's isolating to care deeply about dangers others can't see. You hope you're wrong, wishing you could just live in the present, but the patterns persist, and the internal tug-of-war is exhausting. Over time, you learn to act quietly, preparing your family, supporting local solutions, planting seeds of thought. It becomes less about being right, more about preparing others for when the pattern finally emerges. The goal isn't to convince everyone, but to gently lay the groundwork for future understanding. Sometimes the best you can do is help others see when they're ready. Society loves to put problems in boxes: education, poverty, crime, health. But these boxes are illusions. All these issues are deeply interconnected. A child born into poverty faces a chain reaction: poor nutrition, struggling in school, limited opportunities, and increased risk of crime. Addressing one issue in isolation, like crime, without tackling the root causes is futile. Our economic policies, environmental choices, and social systems are all tangled together. Immigration, for example, is tied to climate change and economic decisions elsewhere. We're all part of this intricate web, where every action has far-reaching consequences. The real challenge is seeing the whole system, not just its parts. Until we do, our solutions will remain fragmented and ineffective. True progress means treating the root, not just the symptoms. Understanding these connections brought relief and responsibility. Seeing the system's weak points means seeing where change is possible and where failure is looming. It's not enough to observe, there's a moral imperative to act. My role isn't to shout, but to translate complex ideas into relatable stories and metaphors. Building bridges means meeting people where they are, inviting them to see a wider view. It's about quietly helping others notice the threads that connect us all. Sharing this map, drawn in solitude, is an act of hope. If more people saw these connections, we could make wiser, more compassionate choices. We could move beyond treating symptoms to healing the system itself. By understanding our interconnectedness, we can begin to mend our fractured world, together.